Manchester United taking on Cska Moscow at Old Trafford. Really looking forward to the match tonight. Hope everyone else is looking forward to the game as well. Hopefully, Manchester United can get the job. I'm sure we will, and go through to the knockout stages of this competition. Now, the game is a few moments away from kickoff, so I hope everyone's looking forward to the match. Now, the team news has been in for a while, and Manchester United have obviously made some changes. Now, the team isn't as what I was hoping, but we still rotated the squad slightly to give some players a chance. Now, it's still a pretty strong team, which I'm a bit worried about because we've got a lot of games coming up. I'm hoping that we rotate a bit more when we play Bristol City, but this was the opportunity to really rotate because that isn't a dead rubber. This is as good a dead rubber as Manchester United are going to have this season. We're probably not going to get another chance like this again to rotate this much. And he's gone for Sergio Romero in net, Lindelof, Blind as your three centre halves. Then he's gone for Antonio Valencia. Luke Shaw obviously is the big sort of announcement of this team sheet that he starts for the first time in over 200 days. Paul Pogba obviously playing. We knew that was going to happen because he can't play at the weekend. And Herrera's partnering him. See, I would like to have seen Axel Tuanzebe and Scott McTominay in the team. I don't really see the point of someone like Chris Smalling playing and Herrera when they could definitely be needed at the weekend. And if they get injured, then Axel Tuanzebe or Scott McTominay could have to come in at some point in that game against Manchester City. And although they've both played fantastically well when they've played, it is a bit more of a risk, that one, than this one. Then you've got Juan Mata on one side, Marcus Rashford on the other, and Romelu Lukaku down the middle. I would have given Romelu Lukaku a rest. I would have played Marcus Rashford down the middle. I don't know why Lukaku really needs to play this game. Manchester United are not going to go out. If they go out, I'll be absolutely shocked for one moment at all. I think Manchester United will surely get the job done this evening. Knockout stage, so no problem here, is there? I mean, why is the need to play him? I mean, he probably will get rested in that League Cup game against Bristol City, but it's actually not really that important to me, to be honest. I'm excited to watch it, but Manchester United are going to get the 1 point. I'm sure they are. If they don't, then we will not be losing about 4 or 5-0, which something like that is required to not make the knockout stage. And to be honest, Manchester United would need it wouldn't even matter if Manchester United finished second, to be honest, because you've got two teams, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, who started the season poor to their standards, but they're going to make the knockout stage by the looks of things. And they will finish second in their groups. So if Manchester United win their groups, they could get either of them. And them two teams are difficult teams when you get to the knockout stage. So I don't know if it matters. You've got to beat everyone to win the Champions League anyway. So it to me, it's not really that big of an issue. Some teams, I mean, Liverpool, when they won it, I know it was horrible for Manchester United fans watching them. They scraped through against Olympiacos in that last game, almost going out, and then they went on and won it. So it doesn't matter at all who finishes top or second in this day and age. United are there in the knockout stage. That is all that matters, and they will be. It will be a miracle if we didn't even finish top in my books. But we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff, which is nice. So we can look forward to the game. I'm hoping that if Manchester United could kill this game off early, then maybe we could see a couple of there's only 2 youngsters in the squad. I know people are looking for maybe some more youngsters to come into the Manchester United team for this game, but unfortunately Manchester United didn't obviously kill the group off against Basel, but I'm not too sure what other youngsters he would have been looking to use in this one. But I mean, he could have potentially used James Wilson before this, but there's not too many others. Maybe Demi Mitchell could have got another run out, but there was not really any chance of Angel Gomez going to ever get a run out in this because the under-19s actually needed him for their last game, although sadly he did get injured today. But they still managed to get through and get to their playoff place, a knockout playoff place. So congratulations to the under-19 Manchester United team on their win today. But sad news for Angel Gomez getting another injury, which is a setback for him. But he was never going to feature in this particular match. It was never going to happen, not unless they had already qualified, and Manchester United had already qualified as well, and even then, under 23 football. But the under 23s are gradually progressing this season, so maybe there will be some more at some point to come through and have a go at some point, but not too many more. The only other one is obviously there is actually Joel Pereira on the bench. I forgot to mention that. I mean, Axel Tuanzebe, Scott McTominay, and Joel Pereira are on the bench, but I'm not too sure if he's going to bring Joel Pereira on. He has done in the past, but we've also got options in Lingard, Marshall, Young, and Darmian on the bench. So there's some options there, but there's no Zlatan Ibrahimovic and no Marcus Rojo. There was talk that maybe Jones or Carrick could be back, but they're not back. So we have got some players out injured in that, but we will just have to wait and see what the injury situation is come the game against Bristol City in a couple of weeks' time, to see what sort of team he goes for in that one, because there could be some rotating in that as well. Derby coming up in January at Old Trafford, that one's a home game, so there might be some more rotating there because they're a championship side as well, but they're both nearer the top end of the championship. It would have been nice to have got maybe a League One or League Two side in the FA Cup, and then there could have been a few extra youngsters played. But Scott McTominay has been in the squad a lot lately. The last few games he's been on the bench, but hasn't managed to get onto the pitch. You know, if Manchester United had been winning any of them games really comfortably, then there could have been the opportunity, but there just hasn't really been the opportunity in them games to be able to bring him on. Against Brighton, we never really had the chance because we were only able to scrape that one. Arsenal was a difficult game, and before that against Watford, it was a bit nick and tuck at the end. I mean, we were winning easy at one point, but then they pulled us back a bit. So, but here we go. We get ready for this game. Confident that Manchester United can get through. If we don't get through, absolute shambles. Just a shame we've had to use so many of the first team squad players to get this job done. But if Romelu Lukaku could break his goal drought, well, it's not a complete goal drought because he has scored recently, but he's only scored one since September. So he needs to bag himself a goal or two. Would give him the biggest lift ahead of that Manchester derby. That would be good. Oh, now on BT Sport they're saying that Manchester United have got to lose 7-0 to get knocked out. 7-0 we would have to lose, which for me that is virtually impossible. Nothing's impossible, but virtually impossible. Now we're getting ready to get underway. I mean, it is a bit of a worry that some of these players could potentially pick up injuries in this one, so we've got to try and get a couple of early goals and try and play the game out as best as we can to avoid having any sort of injury problems throughout any part of the game. Now we're almost ready for kickoff. There is Romelu Lukaku there. Technical issues with the Champions League anthem. So I don't know what's happened there, but come on, United. But Manchester United won so comfortably in Moscow that you would expect Manchester United to get the job done this evening. This isn't a good team we're playing against. So this group has been a group of fucking pony teams. There have been some shit teams in this group. Manchester United should have already seen this group completely off. I mean, we shouldn't be farting around with this last game just to get the point to win it. But to be honest, the team is just too strong for me still. I mean, it's exciting to see Luke Shaw play, but a nil to go out, it's just ridiculous that he's playing players like Romelu Lukaku. Right, we are about to get underway. Come on, United. Let's bang some goals past this shit team. Right, just getting ready to kick off. Right, and we're underway. I mean, both as we go into this, Basel and Cska Moscow, obviously, at the moment, this game is a draw. So they're both on 10 points, obviously, if it is a draw. But before the game, they're both on 9 points. So it's gonna be nick and tuck who goes through in that second position for me. So CSK Moscow really need to get a result tonight. So try and win this game. So all right. Looks like a few empty seats at Old Trafford this evening. Maybe that's due to the fact that we are in a healthy position. Still lose 6-0 to go through. I mean that's crazy to think that, but I would like to see a few goals this evening. There are a few players that obviously Rashford could do with a goal, and Romelu Lukaku. They're the two, but also probably a goal would do one matter the world of good as well. So we can definitely get some positives out of this. Hopefully, Luke Shaw can last the full 90 minutes. I doubt it, but we've got to see. Apparently, he's putting in a lot of training, staying overtime to try and win his place back in Jose Mourinho's plans for the season. And quite honestly, did say before the game that he's going to go out there and impress this evening. But if he did put in a really good performance, hopefully he could get ahead of Darmian for that position at one of the fullback positions for the upcoming game against Bristol City in the League Cup. Now, they're the two players who'll probably be looking to fight for that position. Obviously, we don't know if Bay and Jones are going to be back anytime soon. So, but obviously that could be an issue as well because Blink can play at centre back as well, like he is tonight. But it would be nice to see Luke Shaw get a good performance because before he broke his leg, he was playing so well. That is the worst of it. Keep himself fit. Yeah, I agree. I think Bay is the best defender that Manchester United have actually got at this moment in time. But we have a number of players that can play defence. I mean, Axel Tuanzebe as well has looked fantastic when he's played even at right back or even when he's played defensive midfield as well. So we've got a number of options in defence. I don't know if Axel will end up going out on loan now that Rojo's back, but we will just have to wait and see. But I should be given a run out of some some stage with Jones and Bay out injured. Cska Moscow on the attack at this moment in time. Yeah, there is quite a few empty seats looking there, but probably a lot of people just aren't getting up for a game where we've got to lose 6-0 to. Got to lose 6-0. I mean, that just to still go through. I mean, maybe people have got a bit more up for it if we'd seen the likes of Axel, Tuan, Debbie, and that in the team. Oh, Rashford squandering a good chance. Should have maybe buried that, Rashford. I think he should have buried that. Yeah, it hits the bloody post. Ah, that should have been 1-0 there, Rashford. If he'd hit that cleanly, that would have been 1-0 to Manchester United. It's a bit disappointing that, but you know, hopefully Lukaku and Rashford can both get on the score sheet tonight. That would be could probably do with the goal. But Rashford really should have been looking to put that in the back of the net when he went clean through. He's going to have to improve on that if United. Great. Shaw winning the free kick. Come on, United. Basel are at this moment in time beating Benfica 1-0. Now, you would expect Basel to win that game because Benfica have been horrible in this group, lost every game. But that doesn't really change anything at this moment in time for Manchester United because Manchester United will still win the group by a point, or if we lose this game, on goal difference. Oh, the ball across the box. Shot was blocked by Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's never scored for Manchester United or Southampton, but it was actually a chance there. Just the Cska Moscow bloke closed him down. Confident that Manchester United can get this win tonight. Our home form has been superb this season. We should be swatting these aside, to be honest, at Old Trafford. I never thought we would away from home. I thought it was going to be a tight game away, but at home, you wouldn't expect Cska Moscow to get this evening. Cool, United. Let's bang some goals in tonight. Cska Moscow here having a bit of possession in Manchester United's half. The shot. He hit Lindelof there. Ball crossed out to by the corner flag. They're having a bit of possession in Manchester United's half, but come on, United. Cska Moscow here with a corner kick. Defensive work there from Luke Shaw. So, Manchester United are fully in command of this group still. I mean, even if we lose 1 or 2-0, probably we might still even win the group. So, but I'm confident that Manchester United can win this game comfortably, to be honest. I'm not really about this particular one. I think with the strong team he's put out, it should easily could have quite easy. If you're watching this live, please do make sure to hit that like button. It really does help us out. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. New people getting involved on the channel. Manchester United going forward here. Mata. Oh, Valencia. It's blocked. It's out for a corner. Come on, United. Mata's probably got up his game now that Jesse Lingard is performing well at this moment in time. And also Mkhitaryan not in the squad this evening. Danny Blind. It's gone out for another corner. It's a corner kick. So far, Luke Shaw started very steadily, considering he hasn't played any Premier League football for a while. It's Manchester United are just far too strong for this CSK Moscow team for me, and it's probably only a matter of time before we actually will hopefully get the breakthrough in this encounter. It is just annoying that we've ended up going to the last game just to get that point, just with to secure that top spot, which Jose Mourinho seems to want to worry about when we don't. When we've got the 12 points, I mean, normally 12 points would win you the group, but it's just the way the games have been won and lost. Benfica have been the whipping boys of the group and lost every game. So in this group, another year you could get about 9 points and you'd be home and dry us. Well, CSK Moscow with the shot. Romero catches it very easily, so no trouble there. No trouble there for Sergio Romero. I mean, really, there's a problem. It's probably hard for some of these players to get up for this game so much as it is when you've got to win it in the knockout stage when you're playing the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, and teams like that. You're going to get up for them games a lot more because there's places in quarterfinals, semi-finals, and beyond going to be at stake. So obviously, this game, Manchester United probably wouldn't get up for it as much, but we're Manchester United, and the team should still be putting on a decent show for fans at Old Trafford. I mean, that's probably one of I mean, maybe one of the slight reasons why we gave it away against Basel. To be honest, I mean, up in that one to give that away like we did, but. Luke Shaw doing well there to get back and win the ball back for Manchester United. So far started off well. I mean, he was looking on the verge of world class when he first come back from that before he got that broken leg, should I say? Hmm. Well, it's just annoying that Rashford missed that early chance. It's showing you again. Should be scoring. I mean, scuffs the shot and it's the post. It's just disappointing because that was a very good chance for him to open his account and it would have been his 8th of the season. No, Rashford had a chance. Keeper made a decent save there. Come on, Manchester United on the attack. We've had the best chances so far to score in this match. Well, we've had pretty much all of them besides a safe catch from Romero. Surely it's only a matter of time before Manchester United can get the breakthrough this evening. It's one of them games that can get a bit dull if Manchester United aren't taking the lead because you are expecting Manchester United to beat these comfortably at home, certainly with the starting lineup they've got out there. I just can't really see at Old Trafford how Cska Moscow are even going to get a result tonight. I think it's a bit unlikely. Manchester United starting to keep a lot of possession in the last few minutes. Luke Shaw's had quite a lot of touches on the ball in this game. Oh, he's going on a run here, Luke Shaw. Oh, still kept the ball. Rashford wins the corner. Far with Rashford, to be honest. I mean, with Luke Shaw. Corner's cleared. Manchester United get it back though, so Manchester United almost scoring. I think the connection just went down for a moment there. I'm sorry about that. Score then, but Cska must go on the attack. I thought Manchester United were going to score then. Unfortunately, we didn't. I thought Luke Shaw may even get himself an assist then. But Luke Shaw is out to impress tonight. Manchester United on the attack. Oh. Manchester United win it back from a throw-in. Come on, United. Oh, it was Luke Shaw with the shot originally, and then Lukaku following up. I thought Lukaku was going to put that one into the net then. But there's so many chances for Manchester United. Sooner or later, we're going to put one away. I'm sure about it. Luke Shaw get his first Manchester United goal. It really would have been. But this could really stand Luke Shaw in good stead for that game against Bristol City, because that is another great opportunity to play him in. It really is. He performs well this evening. It will be great. So far, Luke Shaw started off fine, considering this is his first start in about 200 days or something, because he missed the back end of last season through injury. So, I mean, it's not been easy for him to start with injury. That has no way helped him. I mean, that broken leg must have been terrible for Luke Shaw. But, oh, fucking hell. I thought Luke Shaw was going to put Rashford in there. He almost got him in. Jesus. Great pass from Paul Pogba. Split open that defence. Just hit it just too hard. Ball from Paul. See, that's what Paul Pogba's all about. I mean, Rashford just couldn't get on the end of that. But Manchester United really look like they could score at any given moment. And I'm hopeful that we will get the breakthrough soon enough. But Luke Shaw looks really fit and ready to go in this game. And so far, it's been real positive from him for me. But obviously, so many injuries for Luke Shaw so far. Come on, United going forward. I mean, Luke Shaw really needs to be playing if he wants to stand any chance of going to the World Cup this summer in Russia. So that left back spot is definitely open, because Danny Rose isn't really a huge amount of game time at Tottenham in the Premier League. I know he's come back from an injury as well. So this could be the perfect opportunity for Luke Shaw if he can get over this first game tonight, and then and obviously if this is a sort of 7, 8 out of 10 performance through the whole match, then or the good chunk of it that he will play, because I'm not sure if he's going to finish this game, but then we should hope to see him again in a few weeks' time in that League Cup game. Then Manchester United was 62% possession, 7 shots, 5 corners to their 1. So the massive domination is there for Manchester United. It is all about Manchester United scoring now. That is all that Manchester United have done. But That is the only worrying thing, that we have squandered too many chances this evening, which we cannot afford to do. That at the weekend, obviously it'll be a different team to this and completely different game, but we can't afford to do that against Manchester City, or we will get punished for sure. Well, we are just over 25 minutes into this one, so there's such a long way to go. Manchester United can still get a few goals in this, but the last two games we have scored away from home, obviously, but we have scored a number of early goals, haven't we? We've scored the two against Arsenal and the two, well, I mean, we were 3-0 up at the break against Watford, so they were fairly early goals, to be honest. Oh, the shot there from Cska must go wide. They don't look very threatening to me at all. But I mean, they've got to really have a go, because they've got nothing to lose themselves. Otherwise, they're going to go out. So they've really got to have a go at some point. If they don't have a go this half, then they're going to might as well have a go second half, because I mean, they'd probably be happy with the Europa League spot, I suppose, because that's probably more going to be their standard. They're not going to get no further after this. If they get to the knockout stage of this Champions League, they will be out. So it was but so probably Basel, because this is a group of pretty rubbish, to be honest. Manchester United should have won every game, really. We shouldn't have been fast around with that Basel game. First half, we should have got the job done. It's been a bit like this. That's the only problem. We haven't scored. So. Oh! Rashford putting a bad ball through to Lukaku there. Lukaku couldn't get nowhere near it, so we could easily be a couple of goals up here. But this is the worrying thing, because you've got in the knockout stage, you've got to take your chances. You can't be fanning around like this. That is all that Manchester United have lacked. We've been very, very good besides the finishing so far. Come on, United. I mean, I don't know if by the time we play Bristol City, there's going to be the likes of Fellaini and players like that back from injury. We don't really seem to know what's actually wrong with them. They just, at this moment in time, there's a number of players that are injured, but the Manchester United have got a deep enough squad that we've got a lot of good squad players that can still fill in. I know people were slacking them off because we didn't put probably a strong enough lineup out last time out, and in that last one against Basel, and we rotated, and then we're about to take it to this game. But still, we've still got the players like Darmians, the Blinds, that can come in and do jobs. So. But I'm just hoping Manchester United can at least break the deadlock before half time. That would be something very, very good for Manchester United, because even 1-0 wouldn't really reflect the dominations of Manchester United in this first half. I think we should be at least one or two the minimum of probably two, maybe even three actually goals up in this first half. But if you don't take your chances, bad ball there from Lindelof, and Manchester United have wasted that attack. I mean, these probably won't come back to hurt Manchester United away here. Manchester United probably will get the job done second half, but if we don't this half, but just annoying and frustrating when you don't take your chances and you're so dominant. I mean, probably Arsenal know that too well. Even if we don't take the majority of our chances, we should still be looking to win this game. Corner here to Cska Moscow. If you're watching this live, please do make sure to hit that like button. We really do appreciate that. Oh, the corner, and the shot is way over the bar from Cska Moscow. So not too many goals around in the Champions League tonight. Juventus winning away at Olympiacos, Bayern Munich beating PSG, and Basel beating Benfica. They're the only ones with goals. So the group stage can be a bit underwhelming at times when biggest of games on sometimes. I mean, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid's nice games this evening, but there's not too many big group stage usually, and obviously Bayern Munich and PSG is a big game, but often you get a lot of games like this where not the biggest of teams and the atmosphere can be a bit down in the crowd compared to when you're playing the better teams. So we're just about coming up to getting on for 34 minutes in this match. Moscow are on the attack. Can Manchester United break the deadlock before half time? I really do hope we can, but I'm not sure if we. The last few minutes seem to have fizzled out a little bit to Manchester United. But to be honest, Cska Moscow are doing fuck all with the ball themselves. I mean, they've just gone all the way up to Manchester United's into Manchester United half and then gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. So they're not really managing to create any. They didn't cut Manchester United open at all. They're on the attack again here in Manchester United's half. Oh, Manchester United win the ball back. I mean, they're getting a bit of possession at the moment, Cska Moscow, but they're not doing nothing with it really. But the Manchester United absolutely dominated the Basel one like this, and then we fucked up second half. But this is at home, so Manchester United, Lukaku, he ended up. He was waiting for the ball just to come to him nicely, and he ended up getting too wide and ended up crossing that in the box. So maybe he should have shot, but easier said than done. But At this moment in time, Lukaku just isn't hacking it in front of goal. But hopefully that will change soon, because Manchester United really do need that to change drastically, because any team that take any team's striker out who scored the amount of goals Lukaku had at the start of the season, and it will hurt any team. He was banging them in for fun early on this season. It's disappointing that his goals have dried up. Well, I mean, CSKA Moscow have stayed in this match somehow, but it's just really frustrating because, I mean, Lukaku with that chance, he let the ball bounce way too many times from Paul Pogba's pass before he went to try and hit it, and he was just too wide then. I mean, he should have just hit the ball. I mean, a confident Lukaku would have just hit the ball after one or two bounces and probably would have flown in, but they just said 1 goal in 12 matches it is for Lukaku, which is really poor by any striker standards, but by his. Manchester United have had 3 shots on target with 7 shots, and they've had 1 on target to their 4 shots. So I'm just glad that other players at this moment in time have stepped up to the mark when Lukaku's been off form, because that was what I was worried about, was when he had an off day, because I was confident he would get 20 odd goals plus, which I'm still confident he could well do that this season. Lukaku in all competitions, maybe 25, but that isn't the problem. It was the other players stepping up to the plate. Oh, Cska Moscow here, and they've had a shot, but it's gone way wide. But obviously, lately, 2 players that didn't step up to the plate enough last season obviously have. Martial and Lingard have really stepped up to the plate for Manchester United, but neither of them are obviously playing tonight. I mean, we could bring them on in the second half, but I would sooner bring the likes of Scott McTominay and Tuan Zebi on in the second half. If we're to bring players on, I don't see the point in bringing the. Oh, Luke Shaw with the challenge there in the box. That was just seeing that replay. He played the ball, but it was a bit lucky, because in the box, if you mistime it, you can easily give away a penalty. So we don't want to give anything stupid away. I mean, we don't want to lose the game. I mean, it's never nice losing these games, even if you don't need to get the result. But come on, United. We seem to have gone off the boil a bit, and it's just a good job this group is pretty much done and dusted. But that might be the reason why we've been so well, you could probably call it careless, because we should have won that Basel game, and we should be winning this game. But it's annoying that we're not even winning it with a almost, well, not as strong a team as we can put out, but a very strong lineup. This should easily be getting the job done tonight. We're only about 6 minutes or so away from the half-time break, and to be honest, I'm disappointed that we're not winning this game, really. I think this game has been there for the taking. Manchester United have had squandered some stupid chances. 2 or 3 up in this game. We could have easily been to at least a couple up. Luke Shaw there doing some good defensive work. the back. And so far, he for me has been fantastic, Luke Shaw. I think he's been absolutely fantastic. Bayern Munich are 2 goals to 0 up against PSG. So PSG are losing. They're not going to finish anything worse than second than first, but Rashford on the attack. Manchester United with the corner here. Can we score before half time? Manchester United do anything from this corner. No, the goalkeeper comes out and claims the ball. So about 4 or so minutes away from the half-time interval. We're not winning this. I really am. I'm hoping that Manchester United can step up the second half and put their chances away. Surely, if we get the amount of chances we had in the opening 30 minutes or so in the second half, we should be swatting this team side. Come on, United. Let's sort this out and put this game to bed. Get a couple of goals and put it to bed. Then we can worry about that City game. Bring a couple of players off and worry about that. Because I don't want to. It would be stupid if Manchester United were to be drawing this and then he's going to probably bloody bring Martial and Lingard and them on, who could potentially be played at the weekend. It's a waste of blooming time. Pogba with the header. Valencia. Come on, United. Luke Shaw to Cska Moscow. But Luke Shaw's done very, very well tonight. Come on, United. Let's step this up. Come on. So it looks like Manchester United will be going into another break, drawing no goals. It's only about just over a minute left of this first half. Really disappointed that we're not winning this game. I think it's a little bit of a worry that we're not winning it, considering the amount of chances we squandered earlier in this first half. But Cska Moscow, shit, this is the problem. They've been absolutely fucking horseshit, to be honest. I mean, they've had the ball there, and the goalkeeper's completely just fucking kicks it out of play. I mean, I can't believe we fucking hammered these bastards at in Moscow. Luke Shaw bombing forward. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, look. Fucking hell. Moscow. They're in. Oh, fucking hell. I think CSK Moscow have scored. Fucking hell. Manchester United are now behind. So Manchester United have bloody gone in 1-0 down at half time. Fucking Manchester United want to be disgusted with themselves from this. This is disgusting, Manchester United. Sort this out. Losing 1-0 to CSK Moscow here. I mean, it does look like Manchester United are still going to win this group but there's 3 teams now, all on 12 points at this moment in time as it stands. But it's just, oh, fucking hell, Manchester United. Well, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back for the second half in a moment. It's disappointing that Manchester United are losing when we fucking dominated the first half as it was against Basel. So I'll be back in a few moments, just taking a quick break, and hopefully the second half will be better from Manchester United. Okay then, so Manchester United are obviously losing 1-0. It is half time at this moment in time. We'll be getting ready to go back to the match in a minute. I mean, Manchester United have been much the better team in this game, and we're somehow losing it, completely throwing it away in this first half. And it's shocking for Manchester United, to be honest. We should not have thrown that away there. We should be winning this game 2 or 3-0 and be able to bring on some young players. But at this moment in time, we can't do that now because, well, we could do that because, quite frankly, this game to me means little unless Barca score another couple of goals. That is, they'd have to score another 2 goals against Benfica. Manchester United wouldn't be able to score any to them to be on the 7-goal difference, and they're probably, I don't know if they'd go through on goals scored or if it's head to head, then Manchester United would still win it. So they'd have to probably score another 3, really. So, I mean, even Basel to score another 2 is a bit, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's a bit unlikely. So you would expect Manchester United still to go through as group winners anyway, but it's just Manchester United shouldn't have thrown this game away that first half. I mean, what were Manchester United playing at, to be honest? There was no reason to play to be losing. We've had enough chances in that first half to be comfortably winning. Very disappointed. Hoping Jose Mourinho shoves a rocket up their arse at half time and they come out. I mean, towards the end of the first half, we weren't playing great, but before that, we were all over them. That fucking Basel game, I mean, that was obviously since then, Manchester United have actually been scoring decent. I mean, okay, the Brighton one we didn't play great in, but the other two games we played, we've scored a decent number of goals. So I don't know. We have to hope that we can sort this mess out in the second half and get a couple of goals, because it's not going to be nice losing, is it? I mean, there's still being question marks over the goal, but to be honest, it's Manchester United's own fault with throwing. We're losing, to be honest. I mean, Gary Lineker thinks that it should have been disallowed, but let's just hope Manchester United can turn this around second half and score some goals, because that's what we want to see. Manchester United. We never want to see Manchester United lose a home game, do we? We never want to see Manchester United lose a game if we're a Manchester United fan. So, but Manchester United have only got themselves to blame anyway, so I'm not blaming no ref, no linesman. It's Manchester United don't doing this is. Okay, the second half's underway anyway, so let's hopefully enjoy the second half. I mean, it's got to be. Oh man. I mean, it's just not nice that Manchester United don't score goals, and it's a bit worrying that we have actually got a fairly strong lineup out, so we'd have to put them chances away if we get to the knockout stages. Some of these players will feature in some of them games in the knockout stage. Some of the, I mean, you're looking at Rashford and Lukaku, and that will be there or thereabouts to play in them games. I mean, on the run here. Oh, Rashford! Oh, good save! Rashford's been good, but he's missed that squandered that one good chance this evening. But almost straight at the goalkeeper there from Marcus Rashford. We just need to see a Marcus Rashford strike in the back of the net. We'll continue to play like we did for at least the first half an hour of this game. Then we should be getting back on in this game. I was so confident that we wouldn't lose this game this evening. Come on, United. If you're watching this live, please do make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Always trying to provide more content people might enjoy. Come on, United. Oh. I mean, there's no real concern for me. I mean, even if Manchester United were to let a second in, it would be a kick in the nuts, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. I mean, this is the perfect game. If Manchester United had to lose a game, this would be the perfect game, to be honest. But there was that Marcus Rashford run, which wasn't absolute straight at the goalkeeper, but it wasn't right in the corner. But I thought it was more straight at him, but he did have to dive for it. But fairly sort of comfortable, sort of high and safe for the goalkeeper, but a better shot than I actually thought. So far, we're looking to attack again in the second half to try and still get back into this game, because obviously Jose Mourinho won't be happy to lose this game. There's players that are playing for places in the side, so likes of Wan-Mata, Blind, Shaw, Rashford, all them are vying for trying to get in for a place, certainly for that League Cup game against Bristol City. Manchester United with the possession anyway in Cska Moscow's half. Come on, United. Rashford. Pogba. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on, United. We can put these away. Marcus Rashford is causing them all sorts of problems at this moment in time, so we need to get him on the ball a lot. Oh, it's gone out for a corner kick. Come on, United. Just been another one of them frustrating games like that Basel game. It really has been almost a carbon copy of that game, which India with the corner, swings it in. Oh, it's cleared. Just been really frustrating that. Oh, Rashford on the ball. Come on. Rashford crosses. Oh, it's way too over. I mean, Jose Mourinho may choose to switch this up in the second half, but if he ends up using the likes of Marshall and, well, the other one would be Jesse Lingard. Obviously, he could, I suppose, come on, but they're players that you would say could potentially feature. Certainly, Martial against Manchester City. I would think that Lingard's in with a good shout of starting against Manchester City as well, after what he did at the weekend against Arsenal. So, but Manchester United getting the free kick there. for a foul on Paul Pogba. There's no way we should be losing this. So, I mean, I think we're still the better side in the second half. I mean, against Basel, we really dropped off in the second half. So, this is a home game. Manchester United shouldn't be losing this, really. Sure. Corner. I mean, there's still been positives because Luke Shaw's this evening, so that should give him a lot of confidence and boost going into future games. And obviously, Rashford's looked dangerous, but there's also a number of negative points here that we're not taking any of our chances, which is worrying. Oh, Mata with the ball in. Smalling could not turn that header into the goal. Just too hard from Juan Mata's cross, but Manchester United still creating lots of chances in the second half. We've had enough chances in the second half to win the game, to get a couple of goals in the second half. So, oh, Lukaku with the shot. Unfortunately, it's a goal kick. It's just when's that goal? Is it ever going to come for Manchester United? Oh dear, man. Scott McTominay's warming up, so could we see him come onto the pitch soon? That would be nice to see Scott come on. Just couldn't control the ball and it's gone out for a goal kick. I mean, it's disappointing that we're going to be going into this losing. Oh, Manchester United. Pogba fouled there, yellow card. Come on, United. Oh, yeah, completely chopped down there, Paul Pogba. Come on, United. Completely blocked him off. Is Paul Pogba going to take this one? Hmm. Come on, United. Oh, hit the wall. Come on. What's going on, Manchester United? Rashford crosses it. Oh, the goalkeeper clears it away. Valencia. Oh, into Valencia. Cross. Oh, he fucked it up. But it's still alive. Sure. Tomata. There's pressure here. Come on. Oh. Fuck's sake. It looked like there could have been another free kick in there. They just can't get out at the moment. Come on, Manchester United. We've got to up this a bit here by scoring some bloody fucking goals. They're just hanging on at the moment. I mean, how Manchester United aren't at least level, I just don't know. We're absolutely peppering their goal at this moment in time. We've just got to surely score at some stage. I mean, we've still got half an hour left to play. Surely Manchester United can just get a goal, because it'd just be nice to see Manchester United score some goals this evening. Manchester, at the moment, Manchester United just all in their half. They just can't seem to get out. If Manchester United cannot win this, we even win this game, it's bloody stupid for Manchester United. It really will be. There's no, there's no reason why Manchester United should be even drawing this game. They're just dropping so deep at this moment in time. It's surely just a matter of time before Manchester United put at least one past them. Surely someone's going to hurt them. Surely someone's going to punish them soon. It's Cska Moscow have actually got him back in Manchester United's half. They're on the attack here. That is the only problem. Manchester United could be susceptible to a potential counter attack if we push far too much. But on the attack, come on, Mata to Pogba. Oh, to Mata. It's just a part of the bus job now from CSK Moscow to try and hold out. It's literally all part of the bus stuff. It really is. Oh, Jesus, how dominant Manchester United are at this moment in time. But we've just got to make this make them pay. Yes! Finally, Romelu Lukaku, fucking yes. Romelu Lukaku gets his goal. Finally, fucking get in there. Back on level terms. Fucking yes. That was fucking fantastic from Paul Pogba. Fucking fantastic from Paul Pogba. Jesus Christ. Good finish from Lukaku, but fantastic ball from Paul Pogba to get Manchester United back on level terms. The goal had to come. It really did. The dominance just eventually took its... Oh, Manchester United on the attack here. Oh, Rashford. Yes! Rashford. Fucking get in there, Rashford, son. Fucking get in there. We've turned it around. Fucking yes. Marcus Rashford. Fucking yes. You haven't missed that one, boy. His 8th goal of the season. Marcus Rashford makes it 2-1. And we finally saw this bastard off. Surely we will fucking win it now. I mean, but 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Very good finish from Rashford. That's what should have Lukaku should have done in the first half with one of the chances. Hit it nice and early, almost second bounce, and put it in the corner. And Manchester United should be home and dry now, and should win the game because Manchester United should be winning this about 3 or 4-0. To be honest, it's just nice that Marcus Rashford and Romelu Lukaku have scored because they both needed goals. To be honest. Scott McTominay's come onto the pitch to get some minutes. Fantastic news there. Really wanted to see Scott McTominay get some minutes, so that's nice to. Can Manchester United go on and swat these aside now, which we should have done in that fucking first half? But that was a very good finish from Marcus Rashford. Love you, man. This is what Manchester United's all about. Just after Rashford scores, we bring on another nice youngster, Scott McTominay. I'm really pleased that he's getting another run out tonight. I think he thoroughly deserves it. Worked really hard for the team in previous times when he's played, and has never looked bad. He's never looked amazing, but never looked bad. So just a steady squad player for Manchester United, which is what Manchester United's all about, bringing these young players through. It's But I think Manchester United will go on and see this off now, to be honest. Be nice now to maybe see Paul Pogba get a goal if he could. I mean, maybe greedy, but I'd love to see it score some more. It's just nice seeing Manchester United get some goals. Oh, Paul Pogba with a nice bit of skill there. To release Rashford. Oh, Valencia. Oh, Paul Pogba been fantastic again for Manchester United. We're really going to miss him at the weekend. Second half, we've absolutely dominated. 64% possession, 6 shots, 3 on target. I mean, this has been a very easy second half for Manchester United. I mean, it was an absolute kick in the bollocks at the end of that first half because we didn't play brilliant at the end of that first half, but oh, almost slipped Rashford in there. I mean, we've got 20 minutes left. Could we potentially maybe see Axel Tuanzebe get a run out in these final 20 minutes? I'm not too sure. We would. Axel's coming on. Fucking get in there, my son. He's just said that Axel's coming on. Coming on for Antonio Valencia now. So that is nice to see it. I mean, I've waited a while to see Axel again in action. Come on, that put in a good shift, Axel. Promising player, Axel. He's playing at right back, well, almost at right wing back. I mean, really, because he's taken Antonio Valencia's place, but obviously played that League Cup game at right at centre back. So, but centre back for me would be his preferred position in the Manchester United team. But he's got almost 20 minutes in this game to impress. So. Scott McTominay, they're getting a yellow card, a late challenge there. Anthony Martial's coming on as well now, so it looks like Lukaku's going off, which I would be happy for that. I really would. I would definitely whip him off now. I mean, there's no point really resting Paul Pogba or someone because he won't play for 3 games anyway. So. Anthony Martial now coming on for these last few minutes. So basically, Manchester United just got to see this last 15 minutes out, and we win the group. I mean, we might even score some more goals yet. It would be nice to see another 1 or 2 goals scored if we could. But there's definitely positives to take from this game. Even if we actually lost the game, I would have still taken the positive that Luke Shaw looked fantastic. Obviously, second half, he maybe hasn't looked as good, but very, very good for me. Rashford's looked really threatening to this game. So, Pogba with a shot there. Be nice to see Paul Pogba get a goal because. Wayne Rooney there tonight. Nice to see Wayne Rooney back there tonight at Manchester United. So. Nice, obviously, to see Wayne Rooney supporting Manchester United this evening. From obviously, people never thought that he really truly loved the club enough, because obviously being an Evertonian. But this club must mean something to Wayne Rooney. He's had a lot of happy memories here. Come on, United. Anthony Martial here on the run. Oh, the cross is blocked. Paul Pogba. Tried to slip Rashford in there. But it's nice that Luke Shaw's now going to get the full 90 minutes of this game. I didn't think he would do that. But because Manchester United obviously turned the game on its head with them 2 quick goals, it's allowed Manchester United to make the adequate substitutions that was needed. The best ones to bring on, really, apart from, I personally probably wouldn't have brought Martial on because I don't think he needed to come on. But looks like Luke Shaw has cramp, which isn't good for Manchester United there. But obviously he hasn't played no football like this for a while. But so just about 12 minutes of this game remaining. Just happy Manchester United, the 2 scorers that I thought really needed to score tonight, Lukaku and Rashford. Foul there by Paul Pogba. Will we see any more goals from Manchester United in this last few minutes? I mean, I wouldn't overexert myself if I was Manchester United now. We'll be playing at the weekend in that derby game, so got the job done with. I mean, even a draw would have been good enough for me. I just didn't want us to lose the game, to be honest. But it's just nice when you see certain Manchester United players scoring. It's certainly Rashford, because at this moment in time, Rashford is my favourite Manchester United player. The fact that he's come through the youth academy and has scored the amount of goals he has scored, I mean, considering he's not playing in the actual striking position, he's playing more of a way forward role. So I think that is fantastic goal return for that sort of position. Certainly this year he scored more than last year. He wasn't as prolific, but I mean, there could potentially be another goal in it for Manchester United, which would be nice because, to be honest, the dominance is another one goal out of Manchester United. To be honest, I feel we should have at least got another goal. Obviously, Axel Tuanzebe probably hasn't had enough minutes to really stamp his authority on this match, and neither Scott McTominay. He's given away a couple of fouls of Scott, but got himself booked. But it's still learning experience for the two youngsters. The last few minutes have sort of petered out a bit for Manchester United, but it still would be nice to see another goal or two. But obviously, I'm being greedy, but I do like seeing Manchester United score goals. Oh shit! I thought for a minute that Martial's injured there. The way he went down, fucking hell, we can't afford to get him injured. But I thought he was going to go all the way through at first. It did look like that. CSK Moscow in the Manchester United penalty area. Oh, Romero makes the save. Oh, Martial with the ball here. Oh, he gives it away. I thought that CSKA Moscow were going to equalise then. I mean, it won't matter even if they do score now, but it's just Manchester United should really have swiped the floor with this load of crap. To be honest, no disrespect to them, but that's the only problem going forward into games coming up that are going to be. Oh, oh, can it? Oh, Rashford. Oh, Mata. To Xavier here. Then to McTominay. Oh, it's nice to see two youngsters there. Come on, Martial. Pop up. Oh, Rashford. Would have been nice to have seen and maybe a Paul Pogba goal, but it's not looking likely now. We've got about 3 or 4 minutes of the 90 minutes remaining. Rashford here. Oh. Hmm. Oh, it's a shit that Paul Pogba won't be playing Saturday because he's been so good lately. Hmm. Hmm. So that's about that, I think. But decent enough for Manchester United. Nothing's gone horribly. I mean, we should have really drawn it there with that bloody. Just watching that save back again from Romero. They should have scored there, but the result wasn't really that important, to be honest. It was just seeing a couple of goals, which has made me happy tonight. Players that haven't scored many goals lately, getting a couple for Manchester United, which hopefully will give them the world of confidence going into that game at the weekend. I mean, both Rashford and Martial are in good form at the moment. So, well, obviously Rashford hasn't been playing that much, but they've been in good form so far this season. So, oh, Rashford! Oh, he's away! Oh, he did well there, Rashford. Quality from Marcus Rashford. Oh, just couldn't get it through to Martial there. They're devastating pair, Rashford and Marshall. So that looks like that. Hmm. Right, so that's about that then. So Manchester United will probably now get a much harder team than this in the next game, but still it doesn't really matter too much because Manchester United didn't have to win this game. I mean, we could have, if we'd really wanted, I think Manchester United could have got some more goals tonight. Mm. But I mean, teams are not going to want to face Manchester United at Old Trafford. I mean, we've got a very good home record this season, so teams are going to fear coming here for the second leg at the knockout stage. So, mm, I mean, there's a lot of English teams left in this competition, and we won't be able to draw them in the last 16. So I don't know if there's probably not that many different options for Manchester United who we could get in the last 16. I haven't looked at them, but obviously there's going to be a couple of difficult games. Obviously, Bayern Munich are going to be in there, and Real Madrid are probably going to be second as well. So, but you're not going to get a team as bad as this in that next round. So, but we just got to go into it and just do our best. That's all we can hope for in the last 16, and see where this Champions League run takes us. I mean, Jose Mourinho has been the past master at grinding out results in this competition. Mm. 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 But we're into the last minute of this game. Mm. And the ball goes out for a goal kick. So that should be that. Manchester United win this game, I think, 2-1 now. Should have won it by more, but mm, so it looks like that's it. Right, just playing out this last few seconds of this match. We can look forward to the draw on Monday to see who Manchester United get out of the Champions League. Right, that is that. So we'll probably take this goal kick, and that will be. Right, so that is the game. The game was finished. Manchester United winning 2-1. Thanks to everyone that's watched the watch along this evening. At least Manchester United have scored a couple of goals, unlike they did against Basel. Reaction coming up soon, so make sure to hit that like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and haven't watched this stuff before. Like this video as well, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.